what's up, everybody? How are you? Thibodeaux here. It is Monday morning, which means it is another day for some live coaching and training. So glad that you guys are here. First and foremost, you have to see my shirt, okay? You got to see it. It is like freezing in Arizona right now. That means it's like 50, and I'm cold. And so I decided to pull out Farmer John flannel today to do my coaching in. So hope you guys don't mind it, but we don't get very many cold days in Phoenix. So when I get one, you know, I got to get my cup of coffee and I got to put on my flannel shirt. So it's the one day a year I get to wear this, so you guys get privileged to see me in the Farmer John flannel today. Hey, so glad that you guys are here. I want to welcome everybody who is watching me in the Launch Fuel Online Coaching Academy, everybody in the ClickFunnels Design Academy, and of course, everyone who is watching me right here on my personal page. I am so glad that you are here. Today, I'm going to peel an onion back on what I believe is a topic that is going to help you out tremendously. So many of you guys know that I am a ClickFunnels Top 30 designer. That means a few months ago when Russell Brunson did a worldwide search looking for the best designers in the world that design ClickFunnels, he selected 30 of us, and I was one of the 30, so very privileged. We went to Boise, Idaho, and built up a bunch of funnels for his brand new book, for his cookbook. In fact, I have it right here. It's a really good deal for his book, so we built a bunch of funnels for this book. And of course, got the title, and I've been doing coaching and some good things ever since. But I'm going to tell you today why you do not need a funnel. I'm going to tell you today why you do not need a funnel. That's right. Absolutely not. You do not need a funnel in order to grow your business, which sounds a little oxymoronic coming from a guy who is a ClickFunnels Top 30 designer, but you don't. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to dive into this topic. I'm going to give you some coaching and some training on it. And then what I'd love to do is I'd love to be able to work with you and be able to help you break down how you can build and grow and launch your business today. Actually begin making money today without a funnel. So if that's useful for you, you are in good shape today. I'm checking 3 chat rooms, so any questions, comments, you're welcome to put those in there. When you jump on, let me know who you are and where you're coming from so I can recognize you. Well, guys, let's jump into the topic at hand today. One of the issues that I see face so many of us when it comes time to launch our business is we get stuck, and I'm going to use that word intentionally, but it may be even more drastic than that. We get stuck, perhaps even paralyzed, when it comes to tech, when it comes to automation. We get stuck. And so what happens is, and I was just doing a coaching call on Friday with a guy, and this is what triggered my thought process on this. So I canceled my regularly scheduled training today, and I said, I got to bring this to our people because I'm beginning to see more and more of a pattern. This guy had been building a funnel out for about 60 days or so, and his funnel looked pretty decent, but like me, he is a perfectionist. And so he kept designing it and then redesigning it, trashing it, starting it over. And so what was happening was he was in the process of creating his platform that he was not selling on his platform. And I wonder how many of you guys can empathize with him, like where you get so busy building your funnel, you get so busy writing your emails, you get so busy setting up the tech, you get so busy finding pictures, you get so busy writing copy that before too long, you don't launch. You're just stuck, and you're in spin, like your wheels are just spinning, but you're not going anywhere. And so I finally told him, I'm like, dude, how many leads do you have? And he goes, well, I don't have any leads. I said, well, if you don't have any leads, I can tell you that you probably haven't made any money. He goes, yeah, I haven't made any money on this. And I said, so why are you spending all of your time building a funnel if you don't even have anybody to move toward that funnel? And here was this classic response. And I wonder how many of you are making the same exact mistake. He says, well, I'm going to build a funnel, and then I'm going to invest in Facebook ads, and I'm going to drive traffic to that funnel, and then I'm going to begin making sales. And I said, dude, you're not. I said, let me just be the bearer of bad news. Okay, if nobody is buying your product without a funnel, nobody is going to buy your product with a funnel. Do you hear that? If nobody's buying your product without a funnel, nobody's going to buy your product with a funnel. If the people in your inner circle are not going to invest money into your business, into your product, then why would people who don't know you invest money into your business, into your product? And so what I told him, I said, what you need to do is you need to figure out a way, a system. And I said, I could teach you something where you could go out and make money today, actually without a funnel. I said, you need to be able to create a system where you can get your product out to the masses. You can begin telling people about your product. And then in turn, these people can come back to you, give you money. Then you now have testimonials, you now have a proven system, you've worked the tweaks out, and now you've got inner circle people who bought from you. Now you can go out to the big gigantic ocean that we call Facebook, and then you can begin driving traffic to that. And I said, but if nobody is going to buy your product that knows you, why would anybody buy your product that doesn't know you? Does that resonate? I wonder how many of you can empathize with me. Let me know your comments if you guys are watching this live today. I'm sort of making a little bit of shift in my online coaching where normally I ignore my crowd on Monday and I let the majority of this be on demand. So many of you guys have been watching this live. I said, I'm going to start interacting. By the way, let me, before I get back to my teaching, let me make two announcements real quick. One, if you're just tuning in and looking at this flannel, I don't always wear flannel, but it's freezing the last couple of days. I mean, down in the 30s in Phoenix. So because of that, I pulled out my Farmer John flannel today. Just deal with it. It's awesome, okay? I feel great in it. But if you look behind me, this is a little bit more me, okay? So this is my suit jacket that I wore to my daddy-daughter dance yesterday. I love wearing suits. I do not love wearing flannels, but I'm going to just put that right there. But you got to deal with it. Second thing is we have our mastermind. My very first mastermind is coming up on Saturday, March 17th. James Smiley, an incredible coach, incredible teacher. He and I are going to be tag teaming that day right here in Phoenix. You guys, listen. I think he was just telling me like they were charging like 10 grand for the one he just did. We're charging $67. Okay, same material, same information, but you get to come for $67 because it's my first one. So we're going to be in Phoenix on March 17th and in Atlanta on April 28th. So if you want more information on that, send me a private message. Not going to the chat room, but send me a private message, and I'll get you the information on that. Also, just super excited. We're getting ready to announce. I'm getting ready to hit 1 million views on my Launch Fuel TV show, which is super excited. So 1 million views on my Launch TV show. It should either happen tomorrow or Thursday. So excited. So curious to see who's going to be my 1 millionth viewer. Anyway, let's get back to the topic at hand. Why you don't need a funnel. So if nobody is buying your product that knows you, why would somebody who doesn't know you buy your product? So here's what you need to do. So he asked me, he goes, okay, Chad, so you're telling me that you have a system that I can implement today and I can make money today. I said, yeah. I said, I do. Thank you, Nikos. Nico says, sweet, congratulations on my 1 millionth viewer. We're getting ready to come up, so we're not quite there yet. Nikos, you could be the 1 millionth, so pretty cool. Jody says it's freezing in Phoenix. Yes, Jody, it is. I hope to see you at my mastermind on March 17th. So here's my system, and I want you to take copious notes today because you're going to get some high-level training. It's very common sense, it's very practical, but it's high level, okay? You're going to be able to take this information today and apply it directly to your business and begin making money. And so what I want you to do in the chat room is I want you to let me know what your product is. And if you need my help and my assistance, I'll do it live on the air today. I'll show you how you can take your product and begin making money on it today without a funnel, okay? Without a funnel. But so first and foremost, we have to get the basics. You have to have a product, right? Can everybody just say, duh? You have to have a product because you can't make any money online if you don't have a product. So my product that I sell is I was in the church world for many, many years. The last several years of my ministry, I wrote a book called The 90-Day Turnaround, and I would do church consulting literally all around the country, teaching churches how to go from drab to fab in 90 days. And I had a 7-step system, and I would teach that 7 steps. Okay, so now that I don't do a ton of ministry work anymore, I still do a little bit, but not a ton. What I do is I take the same concepts, the same principles, and I created an online coaching system where I can work with newbies in the industry, and I can help you learn how to leave your 9-to-5, create a side hustle, or make some secondary income, and I can teach you how to do that online. And so I offer one-on-one coaching. I'm a ClickFunnels Top 30 designer, so I have high-end funnel design, and I got a brand new product I'm going to be introducing you guys to 1 week from today. I'm so excited about this. This is the craziest product I've ever created in my life, and I'm excited about this product more than I have been excited about anything. I'm launching it 1 week from today. I'm gonna keep it under wraps until then. But so I have products. So when I first got started doing this, I did the same thing that many of you did. I went and built a funnel, and it just wasn't super successful. It was okay, but it just wasn't super successful. And back in August, I changed everything. September, it really took off. And that's when I decided that I didn't need a funnel any longer. Funnels are great, but what I wanted to do is I wanted to bring the person back to personal in online coaching. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to get people face to face, just like I am with you today. I wanted to begin teaching you. I wanted to begin training you. And then if you wanted my one-on-one coaching, I would get on the phone with you, or I would do a Zoom call or a text message with you, and you and I could hash out the details together. And because of that, my business began exploding. In fact, we've had incredible September, October, November, December, January, and February. We're at 2 days left. This is my best month ever. Okay, as far as sales, as far as clients, as far as business goes, February, hands down, is my best month ever. I had an incredible end of last year. February has been incredible, and I'm expecting March, because of the new product that I'm launching on Monday, I'm expecting March to be my greatest month ever by far, okay? And it's all without a funnel. I'm a top 30 design, and I don't really have a funnel. The only thing I have a funnel for is my online coaching academy, which is free for the first month, and then $29 or $49 depending on what level you come in after that. But that's the only thing I have a funnel for. I don't have any funnels for anything else. So here's how you do it. Number one, you start with a product. What is it that you offer? Okay, what is it? Do you offer Facebook ad design? Do you offer business coaching? Do you offer copywriting? What is it that you offer? Let me know in the comments. What is it that you offer? And I will help you figure out how to make money online today without a funnel. Okay, without a funnel. And so I'll be happy. So you got to figure out what it is. And then here's what you're going to do. You have to fish where the fish are. Okay, you have to fish where the fish are. In fact, if somebody wants to take notes with me in the chat room, that would be great. Number one, you have to know what your product is. So you can't sell anything if you don't have a product, okay? And second, you have to fish where the fish are. So what you do is you do exactly what I'm doing right now, and you get very consistent with your Facebook Lives. Every Monday, you will see me on this platform live. I don't care where I'm at in the world. You will see me live on this platform every Monday at 10 a.m. Arizona time. Every Monday. And it does not matter where I'm at in the world, okay? And so next week, I'm going to be coming back from Washington, D.C., and I'm going to be doing my broadcast. Why? Because I have value to offer you. And what I do is if I can use my Facebook Live, I can go on there and I can teach something of value. And then what I can do is I can offer something for free, okay? So like for instance, so let's say I'm teaching you today on how to create a product without a funnel. And let's say that you guys were like, hey, I want to know how to launch my product without a funnel. What I would do then is say, hey, I would love to get you on a phone call. I'm going to offer you a free 10-minute coaching consultation. I'd put my link in the chat room. And if you're interested in it, just simply let me know, and I'll schedule some time with you, and I'll show you exactly how to do this, and I'll do it absolutely free. Okay, so if you want that, you can go to my website, okay, which I only use for this reason anymore, but it's called firstfunnelfree.com. Okay, I'll put it in the chat room. It's firstfunnelfree.com. You go there, click the schedule button, and you can schedule an appointment with me, 10 minutes of my time, absolutely free. You know, get on the phone just like this, and we'll talk. Now, you want to know, does this work? Well, let me just show you my calendar today, okay? Now, keep in mind that I've had 2 cancellations today, but this is my calendar today, okay? My calendar today. So if you were to look at my calendar today, see all those appointments? Okay, that's a lot of appointments. How many of them did I make? 0. They all came to me, okay? So I have an onboarding call, I have coaching, I have 1, 2, 3. I have 3 10-minute prospecting calls today, 3 of them through my First Funnel Free. Okay, now what am I going to do on those calls? What I'm going to do on those calls, I'm going to hear them, I'm going to listen to them. I've got a couple questions that I ask, and I'm going to give you these questions, okay? So if you were to come on a 10-minute call with me, I would say, okay, in 1 minute or less, tell me about your product. 1 minute or less, because we only got 10 minutes, okay? And then after they do that, and if they're getting long-winded, I'll jump in. Okay, I got it. Okay, what do you sell that for? Okay, I got it. How can I help? Those are the 3 questions that I ask. Tell me about your product. How much do you sell it for? How can I help? Now, notice the questions I did not ask. because I don't have time. Not in a 10-minute call. I didn't ask who your target was. I didn't ask about your value ladder. We do all of that later, okay? Because then what I'm going to do is in about 4 minutes, I want to get as much information from them as I can, because the last 6 minutes, I want to coach them and I want to teach them. I want to help them something of value. So what I tell them to do is, hey, listen, if you've got a product, let's say you have an online coaching product, what you need to do today is you need to create a simple strategic content outline, okay? Or excuse me, you need to create a simple strategic strategy. Okay, so I would tell them you need to create a giveaway, you need to do a 2,500 word article, and you need to go Facebook Live, and you need to teach that article. And while you're teaching that article on Facebook Live, you need to give away a 10-minute coaching call. Now, for some of you, if you're new, that needs to be a 30-minute coaching call, because you're not good enough to do it in 10 minutes yet. So you need to give away a 30-minute coaching call, and then what's going to happen is people will begin coming on here, and hold on. Look at that. I just said it, and I just got my first ping from this, okay? It works, okay? And so what you're going to do is you're going to go and you give them a free 30-minute coaching call, and then what you can do is you can teach them, you can help them, and what are you going to do on that call at the end before you get off? You're going to sell your services, okay? So the way you can do this for free is you get on here, you know your product, you go on and you teach about your product, you make it super helpful, you give away a free coaching strategy, you offer your services. Okay, well, I'm going to tell you about next. You get them on a phone call. On the phone call, then you offer your services for a reduced rate if they schedule with you that day. And some of you need to give your services away for free, because you say, Chad, I'm brand new, I'm just starting out, I don't have any experience, I don't have any testimonial. Fine, you don't have to have any of that, okay? You don't have to have any of that. What you need to do is you can go on there and you can say, hey, I want to offer you my services on one of two ways. You can either say absolutely free, where there's no string attached, or you can say, I'm going to give it to you for free with a string attached, okay? Now here, let me show you both ways to do it. If you give it for free, and I did this, I always encourage my brand new coaching clients, your first 3 clients you give away free, no strings attached. The only string there is you get a video testimonial in return. The reason is because when it's free, people don't get mad at you. So if you screw up, if you screw the pooch and you just totally screw up the whole thing, it was free, nobody gets mad at you. Although I have one ripoff report online, and it was for a free product, and he got mad because they decided not to work with him. He blasted me. So that's not 100% true, but it is true. But if you give it for free, even if you mess up the process, people are typically grateful and blessed that you gave it to them for free. They're more than happy to give you a video testimonial in return. Second way to do that is to give it free with a string attached that says, listen, hey, I'm going to create your Facebook ads for you, okay? And I normally charge $1,000 a month to do my Facebook ads. But I'm to prove myself, I'm going to come on, I'm going to do your Facebook ads for you. I'm going to create your funnel for you. I'm going to offer you coach, whatever your service is, I'm going to offer it to you for free. Okay, and if I get results, it costs this much money. But you don't have to pay me unless you get these results. Okay, that's a way to do it with free, but a string attached. Okay, so it's called a no risk trial. Okay, you're offering it to them at no risk on their behalf. You're taking 100% of the risk. Now, did that require me to have a funnel? Absolutely not. It did not require me to have a funnel. What it required me to do was me to take a risk, jump on Facebook Live, help my audience tremendously, offer a free coaching session, put the link in there where people can get the free coaching session, and have people begin booking appointments with me. That is how it works. How do I know it works? Because I have 3 calls today from people who saw me last Monday on my Facebook Live, and they scheduled appointments with me this week, okay? I just did it, and on this Facebook Live, I've already gotten 1 appointment, and the 99% of the people who watch this will not watch this live. So does it work? Heck yes, it works. So if you're fiddle-faddling with a funnel, trying to get your color design and trying to get your headline and trying to get your buttons and your optimization and your automation, stop. Stop it, stop it, stop it. You're not there yet. You're not ready for that yet. Because if nobody's buying from you organically, nobody's going to buy from you online. Are you with me? So prove your system, prove your concept work, and you can begin making money right now. For instance, so let's look at this. Some of you guys understand. So Jody says, I have a metabolic recovery, weight loss, maintenance lifestyle, converting clients from beta trial to paying clients today. Actually, last week of trial this week. Awesome. Awesome, Jody. So what I would do if I were you, I would go to Facebook Live. Now, where do you do Facebook Live? I'll tell you a couple of tricks about Facebook Live in a minute. But what I would do is I would go to Facebook Live, and I would say, hey guys, it's March 26th. Easter is April 1st. How we can help you lose massive amounts of weight before Easter. okay? And you go on there and you teach them a system. You teach them the what. So what I would do is I would do this, and this, and this. Oh, by the way, I'm offering a free 15-minute coaching consultation for me to hear your story, to give you some one-on-one tips and guidance. And then you always put the caveat in there, and to see if perhaps you and I are a good fit to work together long term. Okay, you already have your product, you already have your pricing, you already have a way for them to pay. You get them on the phone and say, you know what, you do the teaching, and if you think they're a good match for you, you say, you know what, John, I really want to work with you. I think that I can help you get some tremendous results. Hey, my one-on-one coaching is normally $5,000. And I know it's a lot of money, but it's well worth every single penny. But we have a promotion going on, and you always use we when you start talking money. You always use I when you start talking about results, and you always use we when we start talking money. Okay? Why do we say we? Because we sort of takes the pressure off of you. And I know it's cheesy, a lot of semantic. So hey, we have a special going on today that if you go ahead and agree to sign up for the coaching today, we'll give you 50% off of that. So instead of paying $5,000, you're going to pay $25,000. It has an extra bonus. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you, and then you'll have something else to give them. Hey, I'm going to give you, I'm going to go shopping with you the first day, if they're local. I'm going to go shopping with you the first day, or I'm going to create your shopping list the first day, or I'm going to give you a nutrition guide the first day just as a bonus for signing up today. So now you're going to get a half off. I'm going to do that. So hey, I'm going to send you a link, and I'd love to work with you. And now listen, I have a 48-hour cooling off period, so you can go ahead and purchase this today. And if in the next 48 hours you decide that this is not for you, you can go ahead and just let me know, and I'll cancel it and no hurt feelings, okay? So not always, I just recently started giving this 48-hour cooling off period because people sometimes will come in and they'll buy an impulse, but they don't really want it. And then you don't really want to work with people that don't really want it, okay? And so offer them 48. So that's how I would do that, Jody. And if you do that, then it's going to be really, really successful for you. Now, I know you, because we've done some work together, you have been doing your stuff for free, and you're getting a lot of testimonials, and these testimonials will act as endorsements and social proof for you. So who else? Who else has got a product that maybe I can take and work with you and show you how to make it? So Lyle says, my product is lead generation for local businesses. Okay, awesome, Lyle. I've got a system that I use. I recently was asked, actually, Lyle, help me out a little bit. What type of businesses, what type of businesses do you go after? And is your lead generation online leads, like Facebook leads, or do you buy prospects? Tell me how you do that. Let me know how you do that, and I'll give you a little bit more guidance on that. Brandy says, this is how I built my coaching. This is gold. Absolutely, Brandy. It's quick, it's simple, and you can make money today. I mean, literally, today. Somebody told me the other day they wanted to borrow money from me. I'm like, I'm not going to loan you any money. And I'm like, why would I loan you money? Because they got a great business. I'm like, why would I loan you money? And I'm like, go do your business. Oh, yeah, but it just takes way too much time. It's like, no, it doesn't. You can make money today. And I gave them a strategy. I said, look, because what they're doing is really good, actually. I said, just go on Facebook Live, teach your stuff, you set up Calendly or whatever, or you don't even have to have technology. Just tell them, hey, if you want to talk with me, send me a DM, and you and I will talk via Facebook. Okay, so I told them just go out there and do it, and I don't know if they did or not, so I don't know if it helped or not, but you can make money today. You don't need all of that stuff. You can get started today. Annalisa says, thanks, Chad, for this useful information. You're welcome, Annalisa. So glad to have you on here today. Brandy says, yes, I'm amping up all of this, and you're a great coach. Thank you, Brandy. I really, really appreciate that. People can make a lot of money. I don't know if Lyle's on with me anymore, so I'm going to go ahead and just answer his comment. So Lyle says that he has a lead generation for local businesses. I was recently asked to speak at a real estate event, and it was a last-minute thing. This person's speaker fell through, and so, hey, Chad, I know you know funnels, and I know you know about leads. Can you just come and teach? And so I went down there to teach this real estate thing. I know nothing about real estate, literally. I know nothing. I had like 2 hours notice. That's it. So I did a little Google search and found out a little things about, and I created just a little system. And I went down to this real estate thing, and I turned my charm on and used a little humor, and I taught them a 12-step process that I created on how to build a business. And then I taught them how to use funnels to bring leads. Okay, and it sort of blew their mind. They were awesome. And then what I did was I created a free funnel that they could have, and many of them signed up, and that's how I got a ton of affiliates. Okay, and so when it comes time for lead generation for online businesses, chances are most people are going to go to a brick and mortar organization and teach them how to use Facebook in order to get leads. So what I would do in order to build my business is I literally would I'd go to a shopping mall. Like Phoenix has plenty of shopping centers, and I'd go in there and I'd have a business card or I'd have something, and I'd walk in and say, "Hi, my name's Chad Thibodeaux, and I'm from Launch Fuel Coaching Academy, and I'm just in your area today, and I want to offer, and most bricks and mortars businesses are trying to figure out how to leverage the internet and Facebook to get more leads, and that can be very expensive. We have a promotion today where I want to do all of your leads for the first month absolutely free, no strings attached. Okay, we'll create your Facebook, we'll set up your target marketing, we'll create your ads, we'll create your lookalike audiences, and we will actually run them. All you got to do is pay for ad spend. We'll actually run them for a month, absolutely free, no strings attached. The only thing we ask is at the end of the month, if you love what I do, will you give me a video testimonial? And if I really get results, will you retain me long term? That's all I ask. Okay, no strings attached, no pressure, no nothing. So that's what I would do. And I literally, if I was broke today, I would literally walk into the area, okay, into shopping centers, and I would just start knocking on doors and say, "This is what I do." Okay, and you're gonna get client after client after client after client after client. If you don't want to offer the free with no string, then offer free with a string. Hey, I normally charge $1,000 for this. I'm not going to charge you absolutely anything, but if I run this and I do this, will you give me your first $1,000 the first $1,000 that comes in, the first $1,000 of revenue that comes in through my ads, just give back to me to pay for the services. That's called free with a string, or free with no risk. And typically people will do that. So that's a way to do that. Let's see what else. Welcome, Nick. So glad to have you. John, so glad to have you. I love your last name, Sinatra. Kathy, welcome, Kathy. Love you, darling. So glad to have you here. Jim is here. Bonnie's here. Ed Mangini's here. Lynn McClaskin's here. Jody's here. Sebastian is here. Reese from Jerusalem is here. Krista's here. Annalisa, Carrie, Brandy, lots of people. Felix, Kenny, Nicholas, Jessica, Kitty, Stacy, thank you guys all for joining. Lots of people on. I'd be happy to give you some coaching today. Just let me know what your business is. I'm going to give you some free coaching to show you how you can make money on that business today. Jody says, first custom plan free. What I would do, Jody, is I would do, since you've already done your free stuff, I would do, and you're nervous about them not paying you immediately, what I would do is I would do free with a string. Hey, I'm going to work with you. My fee is normally this much money. You're not going to pay it unless I get you results. And give them a number. Unless I can help you lose 10 pounds in the next 30 days, you don't need to pay it. But if you lose 10 pounds in the next 30 days, here's how much it is. And then what I would do is I would use Stripe as a payment gateway where they pay you. So let's say your fee is $1,000, where they go in and they pay you, and you put it on like a 15-day trial. Okay, and let's say they have, you're going to get them 5 pounds in the next 14 days. And if on day 14 they don't hit it, you can just cancel it. And if not, then on day 15 it's automatically going to bill their credit card. That's how I would do that. That's how I would do free with a string. So I would set it up in Stripe. So give them a link. So it's 10 days, 14 days, 28 days, 30 days, however long it is. Make your trial 1 day longer than the amount of time that you're going to give them. Okay, and then as long as they got results, okay, you're going to go ahead and allow that charge to go through. If they don't get results, you just simply go into your Stripe account and hit cancel, and it doesn't bill their credit card. But you get their credit card information up front so they know they're on the hook. Stripe will do a pre-authorization, which meaning they'll see if they actually get the money on their card or in their bank account. It won't bill them, but it'll actually make sure they got the money, and then you do the work, and then on that next day, it will bill them automatically. That's a really good way to do that, okay? Lyle says, thanks. Hey, Nick says, hello. Welcome, buddy. So glad to have you here. So if you're just tuning in, we're talking about how you do not need a funnel in order to make money. So what do you need? Okay, first and foremost, you have to have a product. Okay, and you don't need to complicate this product. This product, the more simple, the better. Okay, if you're doing online marketing or digital marketing, you're either going to have coaching or consulting or Facebook ads or print or design, like graphic design or funnel building, funnel design. You may have copywriting. You may have some kind of multi-level marketing program where you're offering some kind of supplement or some kind of product. Whatever it is, it doesn't need to be complicated. The simpler, the better. Just know what your product is, be able to explain it, have a price for it, and have a way for them to purchase it. That's really all you need. If you have that, then what you're going to do is you're going to come to Facebook Live very consistently, and you're going to teach to your audience. And I told you when we talked about Facebook Live in a minute, that you're going to teach to your audience on not on what you're selling, but you're going to help them. Okay, so I would come on in just as I'm doing. I'm going to give you free coaching on how to build and grow your business. Okay, and then what I'm going to say is, hey, if you're interested about this and you'd like more service, more support on this, or you'd like to know how I can help you personally, or you would like a little bit more insight on your particular business, there's a link in the chat room. So my link is firstfunnelfree.com. You can also just simply say, send me a direct message on Facebook, whatever. But I always put First Funnel Free. You can go on there and you can just hit the schedule button, and you're gonna be able to schedule 10 minutes of my time at your convenience, absolutely free. Okay, I'm gonna give you 10-minute coaching, absolutely free. Now, when I first started, I used to give an hour coaching free. And then I cut to 30 minutes, then I cut to 20 minutes, then now I've cut to 10. Why can I do it in 10 minutes? Because I'm good, I'm fast. I can get everything that I need in the first 10 minutes to know whether I can help you or whether I can't. And so I'll spend the first 4 minutes letting you hear your story, talking about your product, talking about the pricing, etc. And then at minute 4, I take over the conversation and I give about 2 or 3 minutes of coaching on some things that you can do to be able to grow and increase your profits, to build and grow your business, to grow your audience, whatever it is you need help with. And then the last 2 minutes, I spend time selling, and I sell them on either my Launchful Online Coaching Academy, my ClickFunnels Design Academy, my one-on-one coaching, or my done-for-you funnel services. Whichever one that I think that they need, I begin pitching it to them. In the last 30 seconds, I give them a last second bribe that says, hey, if you jump in today, I'm going to give you this. It's X amount of money. Here's the link. Go ahead and pay for it. But you got to buy it today. But don't worry, I give you a 48-hour cooling off period, so you can buy it today. And if in the next 48 hours you don't want to do this, it's not a problem. Just let me know. Now, don't go in and do a chargeback. You don't need to do any of that. Just let me know, and I'll go in and I'll cancel it. And no questions asked, no strings attached, no bad feeling. Okay. And typically that risk reversal of 48 hours is enough to get them to say yes, and you go in there and you can begin making money today. Does that help you? I hope it does. Now let's talk a little bit about Facebook Live, because some of you guys get really nervous about Facebook Live. And I'm telling you that Facebook Live is the greatest platform ever created for entrepreneurs just like you. Facebook Live is the greatest platform that you have in order to sell your product and help people immediately. And I'm going to show you how to do this, okay? First and foremost, people always want to know, chat, where do you do your Facebook Live at? Do you do it on your professional page, or do you do it on your personal page? Well, I say you fish where the fish are. Where do you have more people at? If you have 200 friends on your personal page and you have 10,000 likes on your professional page, then do it on your professional page. But if you're like me, where I get like 13 likes on my professional page, I don't even know how to get to my professional page. But I have 4,500 friends. Well, guess where I'm going to be fishing? I'm going to fish where the fish are. I'm fishing in my Facebook Live just like this. This is how I'm getting ready to do my 22nd episode of Launchful TV. In my next episode, I will break 1 million views. 1 million in 22 shows. You do the math on that, it's nearly 5,000 views per episode. Why am I doing that? Because I do it on my Facebook Live, and it gets a lot more traction. It's easier for people to share. Okay, it's easier for my guests to be able to share, and I get a lot more traction on my personal page. You may be different. This is how I do it. Okay, you may have more traction on your professional page, but whatever you have more of. Okay, now if you have more than one page, they've got some tools that you can use to broadcast multiple pages at once. But here's how I do it. What I do is I go to Facebook Live and I'll take my least viewed room. Okay, so I'll go to let's say my ClickFunnels Design Academy, where I get a couple hundred people there. I go in there and I'll start a Facebook Live. And then I'll open up a new window and I'll go to Launchful Online Coaching Academy and I'll start a Facebook Live. And then I go to my personal page and I start a Facebook Live. And so just as I'm doing right now, I have 3 Facebook Lives, same content, same everything, but broadcast live in three different rooms. I like to do that better than like LiveLeap or some of the technology out there. I think you get a little better organic reach. Now, there's not a right or wrong way to do it. So, but I like to do Facebook Live. I like to fish where the fish are. Second thing I do is when I come in, I like to have incredible amounts of value to offer. I'm not all over the place. I know I want to teach one topic and one topic only. So today I want to teach you, how to make money online without a funnel and make money today. Okay, so I've got a system. So I make my notes. Okay, it looks just like this. And I have a system that I follow. Okay, it's always linear. That's how I teach. I teach logically. I teach linearly. And I want to come on and I want to teach it. Okay. Then the third thing is I always have a call to action. Well, not always, but most of the time, I have some kind of call to action. It's either schedule me for a free coaching call or join my Launchful Coaching Academy or get on my Design Academy. Okay, it's one of those three things. So you have some kind of call to action. So when you're teaching, you have to believe that you're helping people. If you don't believe that you're helping people, then stay off of Facebook Live. But if you really believe that you're helping people and your audience could benefit from the amount of information that you're giving them, then you are doing them a disservice by not allowing follow-up to that, okay? So if I'm teaching you, hey guys, here's how you can make money today in your online business without having a funnel, okay? And if you want more information about that, go to my website, firstfunnelfree.com, click the button, and you can schedule a one-on-one call with me absolutely free. I would be doing you a disservice if I didn't offer that, okay? Why? Because my stuff is good. It helps. It benefits. So be helpful. Give back, okay? Now, people may not, on that call, they may not buy from you, but the point of the call is not to sell them. The point of the call is to give more, because there's something about giving that puts you in a mindset of abundance. Okay, and I believe that abundance, if you believe in the law of attraction or anything like that, I believe that abundance always comes back to help you. That not abundance, but excuse me, generosity. Generosity always comes back to help you. Okay, you give, and just God always makes sure that you get. It's just amazing how that happens. So since I changed my business structure at the middle of August, beginning of September, to do what we call the give method, and we'll teach a whole thing on the give method one day. I can literally tell you that my income has literally quadrupled in that time. Literally quadrupled. I had the best February ever giving crap away. Why? Because it just works, guys. When you're great to people and you love them and you help them and you give stuff away, the law of reciprocity always comes back to help, okay? So Facebook, you're going to go on and you're going to teach Facebook Live, and then you're going to offer something for free. And this doesn't have to be a giveaway. I think it works better if you have a high-end product. It works better if you give away a free coaching call, okay? So more times than not, I give away a free month into my coaching academy, or I give a 10-minute coaching call, and sometimes I give a free funnel, just depending on what I'm teaching on, okay? So give it away. But if you're doing it, get on Facebook Live, teach, give away a free coaching call. Now, when you're on Facebook Live, you teach in your wherever you have more people at, and then simulcast it to the other rooms. Okay, now here's another trick with Facebook Live. Okay, you'll see me do this in a little bit. When you're done with your Facebook Live, immediately when you're done and you close it out, you go back to your comments and you comment on every single comment with an open-ended question. Like, for instance, okay, so I'm going to go here and I'm going to reply to Lyle. Okay. I'm gonna put Lyle. First, Lyle, tell me a bit about your lead generation business. Now, why am I going to do that? Why do I want to comment on my Facebook Lives after I'm done with open-ended questions? Why? Why do I want to do that? The reason is because I want to get engagement on Facebook. I want that chat room to be ultra busy, because Facebook, once you start getting all kinds of engagement, the Facebook algorithm is designed in such a manner that they say, okay, this is probably helpful information to the Facebook world, and they begin popping it up. Now, I don't know if these statistics are completely accurate any longer, but this was the last time I went to a Facebook workshop with a Facebook guru. Here were the stats he gave me. What he told me was Facebook, it's roughly around 6% of your Facebook audience will ever see any of your posts. Okay, so I have 4,500 friends. Okay, so 10% would be 450. Okay, 5% would be 275. So roughly 300 people, no more than 300 people ever see my stuff organically. Okay, so if you get likes and comments and engagements, he says that 6% can go up to 16%. Okay, so you can see that I can go from 300 to 1,000 just like that by engaging people. And so that's all free traffic. It's all free organic, just simply by going and engaging people. So when you go in, you want to engage people with open-ended questions and begin dialogue. Don't just like it, but you like it. So you like and love every post, and then every post you ask an open engagement question. So Lyle says that I do local and online business. My specialty is Facebook ads, but it involves funnel setup and bots, okay? Then I'm going to ask him another open-ended question. Watch this, okay? Do you have a specific target audience with your local businesses? Okay, so I'm going to ask him another open-ended question once again. So then Nick said hello. I'm going to say, hi, Nick. Tell me a bit about what you do for a living. Now, why am I doing this? The reason why I would do this is because when I not only does it engage, but now I'm also asking him questions to qualify whether he could be a potential lead for me or not. So if I go to Nick and Nick answers the question, and let's say that he sort of then comes and just moves himself perfectly in my niche audience, okay? When he moves that in my perfectly niched audience, then I'm going to be able to reach out to him and say, hey, I'd love to chat with you a little bit more. Here's a link, schedule 10-minute call with me. So not only am I going to engage into every single person because it builds relationship, Kathy, absolutely, it builds relationships. Okay, it also engages the ClickFunnels algorithm to get me from 6 to 16%, which is what I'll take that any day. But it's also going to qualify these people because the people who comment on your ClickFunnels page are really likely to buy from you. Why? Because only people who like you will ever comment. Okay, unless they're saying something derogatory. Okay, so Kathy says, yes, giving is the first behavior to change. Okay, now why did Kathy say that? Kathy didn't say that because she hates me. Kathy said that because she has a relationship with me and she sort of likes me. Okay, so Melanie says tithing isn't just money. Absolutely tithing. Absolutely, Melanie. So once again, I'm going to comment on Melanie's thing. So she says tithing isn't money. I'm going to say no. Giving is 10% of anything. Tell me about your business, Melanie. Okay, that's my favorite question to ask if somebody who's never commented before on my stuff. Tell me about your business. Okay, so and that's just going to engage in conversation. Are you following? So if you're trying to make money online without a funnel, you answer the question, what is your product? You have an executive summary, you know how much it costs, you know the expected outcomes, all the basics, okay? Then you get on live and you teach something that has to do with your product, okay? But you're not teaching your product, you're teaching your audience. Remember that, folks. You're giving back, you're teaching your audience. So it would be really stupid, okay, and I forgive that word, but I get a little miffed sometimes. It'd be really stupid if all I did was come on here and do an hour Facebook Live and all I did was talk about my Launch Fuel Online Coaching Academy and the perks and benefits of it. I would get 0 people to watch it. It'd be the most boring, god-awful thing ever. Why? Because it's all about me. And you don't watch Facebook Lives for me, you watch Facebook Lives for you. Now, some of you tuned in just to catch my snazzy Farmer John flannel today. Okay, you know that you're used to seeing me, not in flannels, and you saw it today. So some of you just tuned in for that. So I get that. But most of the time when you tune in, you're tuning in for you, right? So my responsibility as a good host is to help you. And what happens is when I help you, and I teach you stuff, something's going to trigger this. Is, oh my God, I like that. Some of you right now are beginning to think, you know what? I've tried this funnel crap long enough. I'm making no money or making very little money. I'm wondering if Chad's how to sell high ticket online without a funnel. I wonder if that actually works. I'm going to go to his website. I'm going to go to First Funnel Free, and I wonder if he would just talk to me one-on-one for 10 minutes. And you're going to go on to firstfunnelfree.com and you're going to schedule an appointment with me. Okay? At least one has already done that today. Okay? So you're going to go on there, you're going to help teach. And then you're going to give something away for free. And when you're teaching Facebook Live, it's incredibly important. It's incredibly important to remember that it's all social. Okay, so when you're teaching like this, if you're not going to be using this teaching for a long-term video, you can engage like I'm doing today. Okay, normally I teach against that, but when you're trying to get people from your Facebook into your calendar, you have to engage. Okay, so how you doing, Sylvia? So glad to have you here. Miss Palm Springs herself. Mary from Kenya. Mary, okay, answer this for me, Mary. It's like 37 degrees in Phoenix right now. Okay, does it ever get that cold in Kenya? Does it snow in Kenya? Brian Shaw, the preacher man. What's up, Brian? So glad to have you here, buddy. Kathy says, where do you buy flannel in Phoenix? Okay, great question, Kathy. It has nothing to do with what we're teaching today, but I'll tell you the story. Somebody bought this flannel for me as a joke because when I was a pastor in South Carolina, one day all the guys came in overalls and flannel shirts. And what I didn't know was it was the first day of being able to go deer hunting. And all the guys had gone deer hunting in the morning. And then look, I'm not joking about this, okay? This was definitely a very pro-NRA church. Not joking. They came in the back door with their guns and their flannels and their boots and their overalls, and I started making fun of all the guys in flannels, and so they got me a flannel shirt as a gag gift. And little did they know that I would be using it to make money a couple years later. So I think I happen to look really good in this flannel. Okay, happen to look really good. So that's my little story. Okay, but if you're trying to sell online, let's get back to the topic. If you're trying to sell online, remember people in social. So you have to engage with them. Okay, you have to engage with them. Then you offer your services online as you're speaking to them online. Okay, you offer your service, answer as many questions as you can online. The reason is because most of the people who watch you will not watch you, or excuse me, will not answer or ask a question while they're watching you. They may follow up offline, or they may just let somebody else answer it, or they may be too shy, because chances are they're going to think that you're probably a little bit bigger and a little bit more mightier and a little bit more sophisticated, a little bit more, whatever than you are. Okay, so they're a little nervous about that. Okay, so people look at me as an expert in what I do, and sometimes people are intimidated by that. I'm not a very intimidating guy, at least I don't think that I am, but sometimes people feel like I am. And so they're not going to engage. So it's your responsibility as the host to engage with them and talk with them and show your humanness, okay? So anyway, so this is how you sell without a funnel, okay? So I'm going to recap, and then if I don't get any more questions, then I'm going to be done. Melanie says, flannel rocks, very chic. Yes, it is. Melanie, you design clothing for women's sizes 12 through 28. Melanie, you've got an incredible, okay, you can use Facebook Live in the most incredible way, okay? Why? Okay, so you can talk about a few things. And I just got another one. I just got my second appointment. I just got the notice. I got my second appointment today from this little talk. It works. You can do it. So, Melanie, here's what I would do. Okay, if I design clothing, okay, for if I was you and I designed clothing for women sizes 12 through 28, what I would do is I would jump on a Facebook Live and I would have some samples, okay? And I would title it, and your Facebook Lives are always important to give it a clever title. I would title it, something like I don't know, you could get really creative, like, the plus size clothing, how would you say that? You probably wouldn't say plus size. Like, what's a politically correct word? So you could get I don't know if they call it. I don't know what. So I'm going to be politically incorrect. I don't know what would be correct for women. But you could say something like, live demonstration, the plus size clothing that I designed that runway models in Paris envy, something like that, right? And what you could do is you could come on, and then you could do it another way. You could put something like, why plus size is the best size, and or you could do something like, how to dress like a millionaire. You could like talk to them about how to. I'd have to spend some time with it, but how to look like $1 million. With sizes 12 to 28, okay? And then what you would do is you would come on and you would talk with them, or you could touch their pain point, okay? People say that you're not pretty. Let me dress you in a way where nobody could ever doubt it, something like that, or whatever. I don't know. You can come up with 5 or 6 or 7 different ways. I'm not a plus size designer, but you can get the idea. And then what I would do is here's how I would tackle this. Then I would come on Facebook Live. Okay, and what I would do is I would say, hi, everybody, I'm Melody. So glad to have you here. Today, I'm going to be revealing a couple of my best designs. In fact, for one of you today, I'm going to give you one of my designs absolutely free. And for the rest of you, I'm going to design for you at half price, but only while I'm on this, okay? So just so you know, so I'm going to do a little bit of teaching, but if you're interested in me doing a custom design for you, or if you're interested in seeing some more of my designs, or you're interested in just me giving you some fashion tips, I'm offering a free 10-minute call today, and just go that. And what you have to know is when you're on that call, I'm going to ask you a couple questions, and then I'm going to make a determination whether you and I are a good fit for each other, and perhaps I can become your personal stylist and help you increase your confidence, so you can present your true self to the world without any self-shame or any self-judgment. So you can do that, and you go on there and you start teaching, right? So you'd get on there and you would start teaching about, like, here's a couple things you want to look at. Spring is coming, and so these are the colors that are going to be in. These are the patterns that are going to be in. Here's a couple tricks and tips that you can do to either accentuate your curves or make them go down or whatever you want. You can give them the tips and tricks. Everything designers do. I'm not a designer. I mean, look at me like I'm dressed. I'm not a designer. But you can go on there and do that. And Melanie, what that would do is that would add a lot of value to your particular audience. And then what they're going to do is they're going to come back and they will hit that button and they will book a free 10-minute call with you, and you can sell them. And I don't know exactly what your product is, but you can either sell them on your clothing, or you can sell them on a free consultation or on a paid consultation, or you could become their stylist or whatever you want. You could sell them on that immediately. So hopefully that helps. John O'Neill says pretty curvy fashions, full figure. Stop saying plus size. Is that what it is? I say I don't know. I know that I am plus size. That's all I know. I know I'm a lot more than I want to be, so I don't know what the right words are. And so please forgive me. I'm not trying to be politically incorrect. I don't know what is sensitive and not sensitive with that. So Melanie would be able to educate me on that. Brandy says lumberjack. Yeah, I mean, I still get the beard going on and everything. Brandy, you got it going on. Ed Mangini says, I own cbnb.com. She's got the trademark published. Want to transfer to a site like other Airbnb, but primary focus on boats, yachts, ships. Still trying to figure out the best starting point. What are your thoughts? Ed, awesome, man. So a few months ago, back in October, I went down to Miami, and we were looking at going to Key West. And we were going to do an Airbnb down there, and it was really surprising that several Airbnbs down there were boats. This was right after the hurricane, and most of traditional Airbnbs had been devastated, and so boats were a big deal. I'm like, that is awesome. Like, that's awesome. I really love that. I thought it was a great idea. So here's what I would do, Ed, when it comes time for CB&Bs. You're going to need some kind of website eventually where people like Airbnb can go on and book and schedule their appointments and all of that good stuff. You can do that, but you also can begin targeting. Like you could come on and do a Facebook Live just like this, and you could create your out of the box vacation plan, right? So and you can come on and you can say, when it comes time for vacation, so many of you think sort of inside the box. You think about cruises, you think about Disney World, or you think about hotels. Some of you do camping. Some of you guys sleep in your car at rest areas. I don't know, but I want to introduce you to an entirely different world of vacationing, and that is, or even business travel, and that is where you go to places around water, staying on the sea. Hi, everybody. I'm Ed Mangini, and I run a company called CB&B. And let me just show you a few things here. And if you're interested in this, all you can do is send me a direct message, and I can connect you with people literally all around the country on where you can stay, or you can target the people with them. Okay, so you could go and say, hey, if you have a boat, or if you have a yacht, or you have a whatever, you could target them. Once again, do free teaching, teach them how to take their boat and make money with their boat. Okay, or make money with their yacht when it's not in use. That would be an incredible thing that you could do, and you can begin. In fact, that's probably even a better way to do it. And you can begin getting people coming to you until your site and everything is completely up and running. What you're doing is a noble endeavor. It's a ton of fun to do. If you got some financial backing behind you, or you got some investors, you can make this thing go viral relatively quickly. But until then, or I don't know where you are now, but if you're not there, but until then, you could be the connector between people who want some kind of fun, out of the box, memorable vacation or business stay or whatever. You can be the connector between that person and the people who have boats and yachts, etc. And you can begin building your website until it gets large enough to go viral. So hopefully that helps. But I love that, CB&B. Hey, I'm going to be staying in Orlando, Ed. What do you have, man? My Airbnb just got turned down yesterday. I was really mad. I went and paid for it, and then they told me that was no good. So let me know if you have some place for me to stay in Orlando. John says, I own an education company, directcarepro.com. Need to increase audience. I'll schedule through first funnel free. You should, John. John, tell me a little bit about your company. Tell me a little bit about your company, and I'll be able to help you. I got 7 minutes left on this live, so I can help you. It says nothing yet. Well, you'll get it, bud. You'll get it. I think it's a clever idea, Ed, on what you're doing, man. I love that. I love that idea. Teach parenting classes. Okay, I see what you're saying. Ed says great tips. Thanks, Chad. Yeah, no problem, man. No problem, buddy. Yeah, okay. So what I would do is, okay, John, if you're teaching parenting classes, an incredible place for you to do that is right on Facebook Live, okay? Because one thing we know about parenting, the parental audience, is they share more than anybody when it comes time to helping kids. It's one of the most, besides political memes, parenting tips and tricks and marriage tips and tricks are one of the most shared posts in all of social media. So the nice thing is you are in a space that can get shared a lot. So what you need to do in this space, though, is because they don't have a ton of time, your Facebook Lives need to be short and sweet but uber consistent, okay? So what I would do is I would come up with a like a title or a topic, a mini series, so to speak, so if you're teaching parenting, and I've got several clients in the space, but you could take a topic, okay? So let's say you're going to teach them how to raise their teenager, okay? So you could do an entire Facebook Live on how to give the birds and bees, okay? Do a 7-minute talk teaching a parent how to give a birds and bees. That's going to become viral, okay? Like people will share that like crazy if it's any good, okay? You could do an entire thing on, what about curfew? What's a good curfew for your teenager? You could go on there and teach that. You could do an entire talk on, what about, some of the sexual identity issues that teenagers are having, okay? So take some of these hot topics, turn it into 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 part mini-series, go on Facebook Live, teach for a little bit, and at the end of your teaching, make sure you have your call to action in there. Say, hey guys, I'm John from directcarepro.com, and we're offering a free consultation for any parents who would like our help. You can just simply use this link, click on it, and we'll get on the phone with you for about 10 to 15 minutes and talk about your child and see if we can offer you any help and to see if we possibly could be a good fit long term. Okay. What would be really good about that, John, is if you did that series of Facebook Lives, you could then take those Facebook Lives, edit them down, and then you have a free mini series that you can eventually put in the funnel and give away for free, and your email inbox would be blowing up. So that's a really good way to do that. Okay. Well, guys, I have 3 minutes. How to never argue with your child again. That's really good because I just have a teenager now, and she turned 13, and I turned stupid. Okay, so yeah, so I don't know if that ever happens to any of you guys, but all of a sudden I stopped knowing anything when she turned 13. So pretty interesting the way that works. Well, guys, I hope I got to all your questions. Sorry, there was lots of them coming in. I hope I did not miss any. I'm looking. Don't forget, if you want, you can go schedule an appointment with me at firstfunnelfree.com. firstfunnelfree.com, and I'd be happy to give you a free 10-minute conversation on how you can begin monetizing your business today without spending any money. And Melanie, I'm still interested if you could help me with what is the proper wording around 12 women sizes 12 to 28. That would really help me. It would help me keep my foot out of my mouth. So if you could help me, that would be great. Yeah, I think I got all you guys' questions. So glad to have you guys here. Hey guys, so excited! Don't forget, 1 week from today, I'm going to be rolling out the red carpet on a brand new product. Okay, mom is the word between now and then, but I'm telling you, every one of you watching is going to be able to benefit. So be sure to be on my coaching 1 week from today. And also, I have a live tomorrow. I got 2 launch fuel online classes this week, one on Tuesday, one on Thursday. And so you're going to want to join those tomorrow. I've got Michelle Lane. She's going to be teaching us all the best tips and tricks for video. And on Thursday we have Chase Woodhams, who's going to be building my Instagram account. I actually have an Instagram account, but I've only got 3 posts on it. And he's going to show me how to build it, grow it, launch it, and monetize it. So you're not going to want to miss that. He's going to do it live on the air. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Do me a favor, if this is helpful to somebody, go ahead and share this video, and we will see you next time on the Monday Morning Mentor.